Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday, friends. I hope you're having a good Monday. Mine was a little exhausting, but we are here. We're gonna play a game. We're gonna go back to playing Tavern Talk. Um, what happened last time? Uh, it's been a very, excuse my yawning. It's been a very long week. Oh, yes, the stars fell from the sky. We met some new characters. Some exciting things happened. We made some new friends. Well, not new friends, but there was a threat from a suspicious dark knight, armored character who gave me Vordoon vibes. Uh, but let's get into it, shall we? Let's play the game. As my brain does a I don't know how to brain. Open the book. Open the book. Play the game. Right, it always does the auto saves and it throws me the fuck off. I have to curse every 5 minutes, I swear. Right, we're in Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Good lord. I need to turn some of my brightness off. It is too, I'm too bright. I'm too shiny. Light. Turn that down a little. Did that help? I still look shiny, but you know what? It is what it is. We'll pretend that's the vibe for the day is shiny. That's the vibe for today, I guess. I'm down for it. I didn't read the rest of the title, and now it's darkness. I cannot win. My stealthy babes are back. Oh, that's right. We went Melly, just a sweet little bean. I'm too dark. Now I'm. You know what? Fuck it. I had a headache earlier, so you know what? We're gonna roll with it. Good morning. Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Blaze. I love the fact that his actual name is Blaze. If his name continues to change, I will laugh hysterically. And I put on chapstick. And enjoy the relaxing music. Boop. What have you both been up to today? Oh, you know, dilly-dallying and such. He was not. He was. It goes well with the brooding. Sounds like a wonderful morning. What would you like to drink? Make something smart and sparkly. Smart and sparkly. So we want intelligence. Sparkling. Sparkling is in the name. Look, I'm blinding in light again. Ugh, I'll get over it. It's because my background is darker. Because I was like, I am in the darkness today. Because I guess I feel like an edgelord. I don't know. Here, we'll just... No, we're not doing that. Get off. What is happening to my hood? I have no idea. Strange things are happening. Didn't we need something to make this work? Because didn't we need this? Right? This is... Yep. Okay. So... Okay. And then we need 2 charisma. He's so sparkly. Boop. Smart sparkles. Sparkle smarts. Just the right amount of sparkle. And what about you? What do you want? Nothing. Okay. Oh, so we got his cape back. Yay! If melancholic, it seems to have awakened memories of old woe. He seemed pretty excited to me. He should be. It fits him well. Almost like it was made for him. Because it's his. Probably got it tailored. Tailoring an invisible cloak. It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of colossal saber-toothed tiger fangs, but they were much tinier. A common misconception. Where'd you find him? At the local Gaia temple. I love that her eyes, like her actual cat eyes, and they do the big cat eyes. I'm cold. Don't mind me putting a blanket. Yes, it's like 70 degrees outside Colorado, and I'm freezing, but I'm also always cold. Don't ask why. I wish I knew the answer. That sounds morbidly interesting. Right, question. Do other people, when they, like, if they read stuff out loud a lot, does it trigger you to yawn? This is something I've noticed that I do. Not just while streaming, just in general. If I am just reading, because I am an auditory learner, so sometimes I have to verbally hear it, both speaking it and hearing it, to actually understand or comprehend what I'm reading, because the ADHD brain gets distracted by the lines and forgets where I'm at and might accidentally start repeating the same line. Just random question, if anyone else, as I yawn again, because we're talking about yawning. I'm sorry if I caused anyone else to yawn. I apologize. I don't do it on purpose. And me drinking soda doesn't help because, again, ADHD. Do I drink it anyway? Pretending like it works? Yes. Yes, I do. I overheard some priests say they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it because it looks kind of cool and people like distinct temples. The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman. They were asking around to see if the priests knew anything about the star rain. Did they? No. I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out Alethea, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise. Scandalous. I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. The others forgave him and he promised to try and become a real priest. Apparently, he really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was very sweet. They hugged the ooze. That seems dangerous. I was really happy that we could see that from the shadows. We? Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate. I'm no such thing. It's great to see you two working together so closely. You make a great duo. We are not a duo. Thank you. Just complete child. Do not destroy and or harm this child's whimsy. I'm watching you, Blaze. We'll have words. She is a sweet little bean who has found solace in your company. Do not fuck this up. How did you find the right moment to give Kyle his cape between all those heightened emotions? We didn't. She got caught. I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't. It wasn't a pillar. It was a tall vase. I felt very well hidden when Alethea suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart. Did you ask her about her investigation? I did, but she said it was too early to share any insights. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith Frostgrip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Did you know that the altar was built from a 1,000-year-old oak? I didn't. That's fascinating. It is. She also told me I have to work on my stealth, that being small isn't going to be enough. I think she knows from experience. Better not tell her that. Better not. So, are you going to work on it? Yes. Blaze is going to show me the ropes. Is he now? Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise. See, he's learning. He is learning. That's a very, very dramatic way of looking at things. But also very nice of you. So, would you say your investigation was a success? Kind of. We got to see how clueless the other investigators are and returned the cape to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find out anything new about the stars. God, it's gonna be a long night if I keep yawning. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea and I could have studied them. A dangerous, if very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one. You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kinds? Do you have favorites? What were the first ones you ever met? Did they try to eat you or be your friend? Of course, I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. The shadows are full of them. Oh, you sweet, sweet, silly edgelord. Really? That's scary. Don't frighten the child. So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters? No. They were much worse than that. What is it? Can I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily. Of course. Same as last time? Yes. Let's see if I can find you something sweetly charismatic. He needs some charisma, Andu. This is my sweet boy. Charisma. Is that the only charisma? I feel like... Okay, so there's two. I feel like... Confidence. Yeah, we'll do spoken heart. Shoop. A drink. How is it? So where was I? Ah, right. Shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadow Banes and was eager to prove myself. It's said there are great riches far in the depths of the Gravelback, a dangerous mountain range in eastern Phoecia. I don't know words. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debts. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there, to the darkest of its crevices. Guarding its depths were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers, straight from the Twilight Chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the Nightmare Realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapon, so I distracted them with some of the gems I had managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. I will never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snouts. They sound kind of cute. They were not cute. If you say so, maybe one day I'll encounter some. Pray you never will. Rumor, all nightmare, no shadow. Ooh. Dang, they stayed here all afternoon. All right. What's up, Lynn? You good? Of course. Want a drink? Something strong. No watered down muck. Got it. He's a growing boy. He deserves all of the foods in the world. He's the best trash kid and I love him. Strength? 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 Boom. Why did it make a weird noise? Strong and with 0 water, just how you like it. Sandkeep, you got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more drink? Sure, what do you got? It's what my bubby used to drink back in the day. My adventure reminded me of it. A new recipe, Sailor's Courage. The pirate in me says yes. Why are you so sad? I ain't sad. But you look sad, and you sound sad, and the innkeeper looks worried, probably because you're sad. I am worried. Don't be. Too late. Like I said, I ain't sad. Not really. More, I'm not sure. My chest feels tight, and I feel lightheaded. Maybe I'm dying. Those are all side effects of being sad. I love children sometimes. They're just so blatant, and it's great. Who are you anyway? I'm Melly, the world's greatest detective. I'm Carolyn. Who's the punk next to you? That's my sneaky assistant. He got a name. Was I right? Did I call it? He changes his name with every person? Ah. So, would you like to detect why you're sad? I have to see if it changed. I have to see if it changed. Oh, we forgot to read this last time. Melina might be young, but she's already an aspiring detective and probably smarter than quite a few of my customers. She's a sweet and curious kid despite her parents meeting an early tragic end. It's exceptionally hard not to like her, and it seems not even edgy rogues can resist her charms. She's 10. She's just a baby. Okay, I have to check. It did change. I love that. That's so funny. Does it have to do with that wyvern chimera whose saliva you were hunting for? You met a chimera? A wyvern chimera, yeah. That's so cool. Why? How? You're alive. Sure am. Do you remember that forgetful vampire, Melly? Of course. He put out a quest for chimera saliva. He thinks it may be able to produce a sunscreen strong enough for him to walk in the daylight once more. Carolyn was brave enough to pick up his quest. Whoa, that's amazing. How would you even get the saliva of a guardian? By killing it. Oh. Would you like to tell us what happened? Is that really necessary? I think it might be good for you. And very interesting for us. You don't really want to disappoint Melly, do you? Miss Carolyn, will you please tell me the story? So polite. Fine. Thank you. I didn't mean to kill it. Seems like an extraordinarily blasphemous thing to do. For someone non-religious, you concern yourself an awful lot with it. Just trying not to be a dick, that's all. Usually I got no trouble killing beasts, but my Baba wouldn't have lost it if I had told her I'd harmed a guardian. I think so, at least. Not like she ever fought any of them. But she had the natural ability to know when it would have been right to do so. I ain't got that kind of sense. We'll see about that. How did the fight start? On my way there, changed my mind from fighting to sneaking. Thought if I was quiet enough and had the veil of the night on my side, I could just steal the saliva from right under its nose or maw. You thought you could just somehow collect the drool of a chimera by being sneaky. To each their own, yeah, I guess. Drooled kind of bit that thing. Probably not as much as my dog. Ollie's drool has become a plague. You know, wherever he sits on the couch, because there is a pool of drool, and it's like, boy, please. Ridiculous. But I didn't know my way around the Quag mangrove, and I wasn't as quiet as I should have been. Oh, I know all about that. But you got a giant sword, so you... Of course, Innkeep here even hooked me up with some fire resistance, came in handy. And this sword, well, was made for killing beasts. Even the good kind, I suppose. Is it a magic sword? Not sure. Doesn't do any magic tricks. But it's stronger than your average steel and can resist even the highest heat, even without practical potions. Used to belong to my grandma. She left it behind for me. That's so sweet. Your parents gonna leave you anything? No, they weren't expecting to go, so they didn't think about it at the time. Oh, her ears lowered when she said that. She's like, fuck, I fucked up. But that's okay, I can find my own treasure. I'm sure you will, kiddo. Everyone in this tavern is going to adopt this child. This is all of our community child. We all take care of this child. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. So the chimera noticed you? Yeah. Sly Beast pretended to be asleep while I approached it with the bucket. When I tried to catch its saliva, it snapped at me. Would have taken my arm off if it wasn't tough. The ensuing fight was something else. Next to its dragon head, it sported a lion and a snake head. They fought me all at once with overwhelming ferocity. It was the fiercest enemy I'd ever encountered, and even though its fire couldn't harm me, it took everything in me to best it. I may have defeated it in the end, but I felt honored to have fought such a formidable foe. So you defeated it with the best of your... So you defeated it with your badass sword. I did. This weapon really saved my skin. Dealing the final blow felt like my grandmother was holding my hand and guiding me towards victory. Or maybe I just imagined that. Maybe that doesn't matter, as long as it felt real. Maybe. I even gave it a proper burial. It deserved an honorable send-off. I almost left the sword with it too, but it's too good of a weapon. Don't bury swords. For one, if you're burying a sword with an undead, that's just giving if someone dead has a sword and they come back as an undead monster or something like that, now they're armed. Then you have to deal with that shit. No. Don't arm your dead. Unless you want to be a necromancer. Then, you know, do the opposite and arm your dead. I'm so talking now. I don't know where the brain is at today. We're just gonna roll with it. Hello? What are you doing? Phone, computer, calm down. You know, I did achieve her dream. I saw a wyvern chimera. God. Have you ever been frustrated at your own body? Just wanting to shake it, to stop doing the thing? Stop yawning. Stop it. I fought it even, and then I killed it. Does that mean I killed her dream? I think it means the sword saved you from dying. I'm sure that was a dream of hers too. Possibly, but she would have found another way out of it, I'm sure. But she ain't here, so I thought maybe it was time to put her to rest as well. Left my goodbyes for her with the chimera. Maybe you can pass them on. May Tuat listen to your pleas. May he find that much mercy in his cold, dead heart. Is he dead, you think, Tuat? I mean, he does reside over the spirit realm, and only the dead can go up there, so he must have died to have gotten there, too. Now we're getting philosophical and over in here. I don't... Okay. Or he's always existed there. Was made to watch over the dead. He's a god after all. There's no clear consensus of what the Great Spirit Dragon really is. A dead dragon, a god who always can control death from his very inception, a reflection of what we believe death to be, death itself. He could be anything. What would you like him to be? What hopes do you have? I hope he's kind. I hope so too. Then I think he's kind. Maybe we should follow his example. That's what heroes are for, right? Indeed. You're one of those, right, Lynn? Of course she is, silly. I have to agree. You know what would be very heroic of her? What? If she brought the saliva to Kyle the vampire, I'm sure his joy at about finally being able to walk in the sun will be extraordinary. Too lazy to go yourself? My domain is merely my tavern. You're much more likely to run into him. Fine, might as well. Need to get moving anyway. You're leaving? No, just need to move around. Any of you happen to know where I can find this vampire? Last we saw him at the Gaia Temple, the priests might know where he went. I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it. Care to share? I want to trade it. The information, I mean. For what? Can you teach me how to use a greatsword? That's it. Sure thing. Right now? Is right now okay? I've got time. Might take you more than one lesson, though. That's okay. I've also got time. It's a deal, then. Now we are training the little detective how to fight with a sword. At least she'll be able to defend herself. Yippee! That is if your assistant is alright with that. Don't care. Not my circus, not my monkey. Okay, kiddo, let's go. Innkeep, can we use your front yard? Of course, go wild. Just don't kill any of my animals, obviously. Are you coming too, Mal? No, I'll stay here and have another drink. Okay, you can join us later. I can't wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I could go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills? Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon. I will not have a quest for her. She is not going on a quest. She is a child. I can't wait. I'm going to destroy any challenge with wit, stealthiness, and giant swords. The swords are going to be as tall as you are, child. Please. You're getting a sword. Short sword. first I gotta practice. See you later. I like her ambition. I like her naivety. Some would call it optimism. A waste of time. Delusions get you nowhere. You would know. Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet and all. Coming right up. Man. Sailor's Courage. The Sailor's Courage gives even the driest landlubbers the qualities of a good sailor. Hi, friend. Welcome in. A lot of strength, a dash of defense, a shot of charisma, and the inability to know fear. A perfect all-rounder. Well, almost. Who needs common sense anyway? Spinach not included. Oh, thank you for the biddies, friend. Now I have to remember what drink he had before. Pretty sure, because this is the other. It was definitely the Spoken Heart. Yeah. You want me to sing? I guess I'm singing now. I don't know why, but we'll find out a way. I never made a time slot of how long I do this, but I guess we'll do it for this scene. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Oop. I mean. Should I sing the lines too? Is that how we're doing it? I'm gonna lose my voice real fucking fast. It's gonna be your fault. Some sweet optimism for my most pessimistic customer. Yeah, I ain't doing that. I don't got the energy for that. I barely have any energy. It's sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks. Wow, I'm proud of myself. You should be. So, Malachite, because he changed his name again. Just leave me to my pondering. Got it. Oh, I thought I took the drink away. However you wanted to. Oh, hey, Fable. Hey, friend. I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again. And you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in. That's all right. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you. No, not at all. I was just very busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove's trees got knocked over, and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course, I had to check in on the nearby settlements too, see if they needed help with any damage after all of that. Did Uncle Dragon make it? Yes, the werewolf settlement took a bit of a hit, but everyone made it out okay. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker. It's very nice of you to check in with everyone. I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing salves, but that's what they're there for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm glad I was prepared. May I request something? Go ahead. Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation like mine? Your drinks are powerful. I'd like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out now, but a drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like this happens again. I don't think I have a recipe for that yet. But don't worry, I've already got an idea. Another recipe? But even without such a drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence. Well, they weren't mad about it, at least. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end. Yes, I recall. You were right that it wouldn't, of course, but I thought the people would be a little more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. Because there's like the fairy lights in the room, it's hard to tell that there are no stars. So I know it's good ambiance, but it kind of erases from the illusion that there are no stars because it kind of makes you think that there are stars, if that makes sense. Everyone seemed okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it and she said, who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put him back at some point. Let's worry about replanting these. Why does this have the same energy of when we found out and were told by the Pentagon that aliens exist? Is that not the energy that we are putting within the studio tonight? Oh, funny. I don't even know if you could put them back. You can never put back what's lost. But you can always replace it with something new. Hi, Minnie. Hi, you friend. I'm not sure what you can replace the stars, or if you should approach loss that way. Oh, thank you, friend. It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in this night sky for a change. Cute elf spotted. Yes, Fable is very cute. They are also very anxious. Right, but it still would be much nicer if some things would just stay the same. No. Oh no, they're sad now. I made them sad. I'm just happy everyone's okay. Did you check on Lynn yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside. I did, outside, on your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? What'd she do to my terrace? It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried that she would leave and never talk to me again. So it was nice watching her train Melly with so much enthusiasm, and to catch up a bit too. She tried to rope me into their greatsword training. Did you accept? I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet. Indeed. And I was just relieved to see Carolyn doing all right. And she was relieved about Mr. Dragon. And about you, I'm sure. Maybe. To celebrate our well-being despite the absurdity of this world, how about a drink? I would love a drink. Can I try out that new one I requested? 1,000 Winds, was it? In case I run into more people who are in need of help on the way back. I'm sure I'll find just the right thing. Here. We feed the lad. And we give him pets because it's what he deserves. New drink. 1,000 Winds. Okay. So we need something. One of these increases. We need something that increases. Ooh, this one does charisma and let's try that one. What is this called? I think this is a feather. It looks like a feather. Okay, so that saves us from needing that guy. So we just need 2 more of this guy. Charisma. And then we need 2 in defense. Boom. Heck yeah. It's a feather, of course, 1,000 Winds. You'd think I'd figure that out. A breezy drink, inspired by you and your kindness. Thank you. Your drinks are still the highlight of my day. It's so swirly. She makes the best drinks, right? They're okay. Really? Do you actually think that? Or is it this a thing where you just don't want to be nice? People seem to do that a lot for some reason. It is like a visual novel, yes. So it's pretty much just you're talking in a tavern. That's literally all it is. It's pretty chill, it's light. I mean, minus the fact that the stars fell out of the sky last stream. That happened. Um so you're just running a tavern. You make up quests after you've talked to people, finding rumors, and then you make people drinks. And in some situations you can decide how the story goes. Like it does give you options to choose different drinks, and whichever one you give them may change the outcome of their next quest. But yeah, it's just a chill light novel. I like all the colors, and the characters are super fun. They taste good as things can taste when you're me. Malachite is an edgelord who has changed his name 3 times now. This is his 3rd name. He introduces himself as a different name, and then in the actual profiles, because you do get a profile of all the different characters, which is really nice, his actual name changes, and I think that is amazing. Well said, thank you. By the way, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Fable. I'm an elf and a ranger, and I come here a lot and have anxiety. They're also an incredibly courageous and capable hero. That's not true. Not yet. I'm working on it. Being a hero, I mean. Why? Because I dream of adventure and all the wonderfully exciting things it can bring. And I want to help people. Why? Why not? They got you there. He didn't change his name. Oh. Oh, maybe he changes his name on the day. Oh, you're Malachite, obviously. Melly just talked about a Mal. She said they, or I guess you, are very cool, and her new friend. She sounded very happy about it. We're not friends. She just won't leave me alone. Oh, okay. Then why do you spend time with her if you don't like her? That's really mean. That sounds really mean. She keeps following me. And you take her along? Not by choice. I don't know you well enough to judge the truth behind all this, but I think you should be honest with her and with yourself. Honestly, honesty goes a long way. I also believe that thing in Zoford could be fixed with honesty as well. You mean the missing familiar? I heard several familiars are missing, actually. And I believe with so many mages and familiars present, someone is bound to know something. But maybe they're just scared to face possible consequences for their honesty. Rumor unlocked. Mage mania. Sounds like Zoford is going through an eventful time. Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye or two out for future developments. Zoford isn't very far from here, is it? Not too far. It's in eastern Phaeotia. I don't know how to say that. And is, to my knowledge, the biggest harbor town in the Republic has to offer. I can only recommend it. Many summer festivals. Very pretty fireworks. Why? Does it sound like someone's up for an ally? Oh, no, not ally. Does it sound like something your alley? No, not mine. But Melina is seeking her first quest. Maybe this could be something for her. No. We talked about this. Small child, not get quest. Small child is a 10-year-old, not get quest. As someone who played a literal child as an Eladrin elf in a game, Yes, I sound like a hypocrite, but now I am the parent in this situation, and I say no. No, this is a terrible idea. She is a child. Sorry asking, but first quest? I thought Melly just turned 10. Isn't that a big... Fable sees sense! My friend, you're amazing, and I love you. No, I was a similar age when I ventured. That's not a good thing. The one with the horrifying nightmare creatures? You were 10? That's very sad, Fable. That's... No. This boy is so traumatized. He's so traumatized. Good Lord. It's very sad. Children shouldn't have to face such danger that early. Why not? It's always there. Might as well confront them with it when they're young so they can accept its existence in their lives. No! That's an insane thing to say. Just because the world can be horrible doesn't mean we should confront children with the fact as early as we can. Damn. This got real deep real fucking fast. It's already bad enough that us grown-ups have to deal with it so much. Why should they just accept it if we can make the world a better place for them instead? I mean, when you were on a quest with, and I quote, horrifying nightmare creatures, weren't you scared? Wouldn't you have preferred not to be alone? I'm gonna stab this boy. I'm in a tavern. I got knives. A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations? That line confuses me. A character that thinks we should put other kids in miserable situations? Sure did a lot good for you there. Weren't your parents worried to death about you? Hey, Fable. I don't think that's the right tree you want to climb. You got enough rumors to make a quest yet, Innkeeper? Not yet. Give me another day. People are so busy talking about or ignoring all the star debris, we're losing sight of important things. Like feeding me new information. Is that very nutritious for you? No, but it's fun. I would have said yes, just to throw him the fuck off. Yes, it's how I eat. It is my sustenance. I swear this innkeeper is a weird fae creature. Because no payment has really been a thing. They get payment by doing quests and or favors. Sounds kind of fae to me. And I make magical drinks. Like, I'm a fucking fae. Can't tell me otherwise. I'm dying on this hill. In that case, the fun I can provide in a day is running out. Unfortunately, the horrors of this world do not stop chasing me nor anyone else. My dude, go to therapy. Please. See you around with less horrors, I hope. Dots. Now I'm worried. About Malachite or Melly? Both. Are you really going to send her on that quest? If she wants to go, but I don't think you have to worry about it that much. Sofort is a beautiful city with very low crime rate. I think she can handle a couple of rowdy familiars. And I doubt she'd be going alone. I hope not. There's little worse. I'm so bad at English. Who let me read things? There's little worse than being alone when you're scared. Very true. Are you scared of anything? Bad Yelp reviews? I don't think you have to be scared of that. You make the best drinks. in all of Asteria. I think as long as you like my drinks, I'll be okay. You've got my 5 stars in the bag. I would ask what you're afraid of, but the answer would be everything? Is it? Yes, but I'm working on not letting my fear stop me. I might not be able to avoid being afraid, but I can always just do things when scared. Rather than not at all. Maybe that is still a terrifying thought. How do you handle situations you're afraid of? I used to have a terrible habit of just walking away from the things that scared me. But with the right people by your side, staying becomes less of a crushing weight on your shoulders. You realize that even if things aren't perfectly comfortable, you are still worth experiencing. That sounds lovely. I've never seen friends of yours around the tavern before. Maybe you should invite them over sometime. Perhaps. Though one of my friends is sitting here right now. Give him a minute. Give him a minute. Oh, you mean me. That makes me really happy. Also makes me feel pretty bad about having to go back home. Don't worry. Go home. Fix the many things that you worry you, as long as you come back. Always. I'll see you tomorrow, innkeeper. See you tomorrow, my friend. Oh, that was a good line. This game has some real fucking dope lines. Like that shit. That was amazing. Because Innkeep fucking right. Anxiety can be awful. It can be debilitating. The light is ruining the ambiance. You know what? Whatever. We're going with it. Anxiety can be debilitating. It can prevent you from seeing those that you care about, doing things that you enjoy or have fun doing, Anxiety can prevent you from doing practically everything. As one who has had severe anxiety, I very much understand. And it is true, having a good support system and amazing friends and family who understand and support you, and you can't ask for more. Love you guys. All right. Continuing, we're on day 8. 4th of the astral moon. Who we gonna see today? New guy! New friend! New friend! Hang on. I'm trying to see if you can hear my dog bark. Yep. You can hear her barking. Shut up. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's morning somewhere. He ain't wrong. Ooh, look at that shit-eating green. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also fixable. Red flag. Red flag. Like a gummy worm? What? Child, how old are you? One time I've actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. Did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it. But No access to the primordial sea. Vein of anger. Bummer. That's rough, buddy. I've heard that's not very easy to get, since, you know, only dead people can go there. Theopractically? Thank you! Thank you, Innkeep! Thank you for being on the same wavelength of confusion. Practical in theory. Duh, I'm using that. Theopractically. Theopractically. Absolutely not. I'm never using that. I hate it here. That makes sense. Sure makes sense. Mm-hmm. You do? No. I don't like his shit-eating grin. Don't know why. Makes me want to punch him. Looks very punchable face to me. No offense, but you clearly aren't... Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright, we're swinging. Fight this, boy. And who are you to judge that? Oh, you know, just a reputable wizard myself. Of course, I also have a magnificent wizard name, but you can call me Hex. Uh-huh. No need to overcomplicate things. Nice to meet you, Hex. Just Innkeeper. Well then, Innkeeper, how about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? Maybe something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me to better understand the primordial vortex. Alrighty. So we want focus. So we want knowledge. No. We could do that one. I think that one has the highest knowledge. Yeah, because that's more charisma than knowledge. Yeah, we'll do that one. So the Sparkling Nebula. That had this bad boy. Some magical sage. We just need another drop of knowledge. 2 drops of charisma. A little charisma for my Andu because he deserves. And a little poke. Look, he sparkles if you poke him, and he's so precious that I love him. I would die for you. Anyway. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing, I can already feel ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get that primordial seawater to... Never mind, the explanation would be too complex to grasp, so... What complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria. And who would that be? Does it matter? You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. So he is a child. He is a smart child whose ego has gotten the better of him and is annoyed that his sister is smarter. Lovely. They are so reasonable, you know? No chaos. There has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. Okay, so she's... Huh! I love your hat. There are fishes, little fishies, on his hat and his tie. And He nailed eyebrows to his face. I'm trying to figure out what this is right here because it looks like a bar mug. And I have questions. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus, there'd be no entropy. I found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad, and to you, innkeeper, is it? Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. I suppose you may call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. Now, this guy is interesting. I'm an archivist. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. He's giving me Emmerich vibes. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to be still conscious. So you're undead. Precisely. How? Well, I passed on and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755. Language. That's brutally long. You dropped. How's your mustache staying on, my dude? I have questions. But okay. How did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened. I thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness, and alas, didn't care. Those who'd risen with you? There are more others like you out there? Of course, undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Right. However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Going south, I passed through Zoford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish, as I see. Yep, fish. Never been a fan of seafood. Though I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Care to fill me in on the Zoford gossip? Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more. Fishermen fear the Zoford have been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves in the moonlight. The child is not going on this quest now that we know a fucking hag is involved. No! And during the day, they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or a wild sailor's tale. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fella? A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. Is that what the fucking cup is for? Is that your stomach? What would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. So Skelly just happened. We also got Hexagon Hex. Hexagon Hex, okay. He's a half-elf. He's 48, wizard from Zenith. He's chaotic neutral, and his arcana is the Tower. You know what? That fucking makes sense for this little shit. And then we got Scully. Obviously a skeleton. Age is a question mark. He's an archivist. His background is Everbloom Archives, and his alignment is chaotic neutral, and his arcana is the magician. Ooh. Scully is a Maida and the personification of a gentleman, and he's, well, dead. Or at least he was dead for quite some time before he rose again. But contrary to his fellow undead, he returned conscious. Interesting. And we got some more rumors about Zoford, so I think we have enough to make the quest, and I refuse to because that child's gonna try to go on the quest, and I'm gonna be like, no. The game's gonna tell her yes, and I'm gonna rage about it. Because no. Right, I'm making a charismatic drink. I got distracted. This one? Yeah! Spoken Heart sounds good. Three charisma, 1 strength, and 1 defense. Boom. A real charmer, just for you. Jolly, I feel like I can conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Archivist things, you know? I spent most of my life reading, sorting, and archiving, and that didn't leave a lot of time for dreaming of hubris. Are you sure academic hubris is a powerful one? Come on now. That type hardly counts. Agreed, it's only natural. Oh, I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Yes. If I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could... Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no, you didn't. Thanks, bye! Energetic young fella. Indeed. Ooh, I can get the rest of his information. Hang on, Skelly. I'll be right with ya. I want to read more about this little shit. Hex is a very impulsive wizard who loves chaos and everything unreasonable. He is one of the 2 smartest people in all of Astria, with the other being his sister, who seems to be his complete opposite. Thanks to him, I have also learned a new word. Theopractically. It means practically in theory. I hate it. If you don't mind, Innkeeper, I would like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. Absolutely wild. I was not expecting 2 new characters back to back. Okay, this should be interesting. Hey, Innkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. Also, apparently a bunch of have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies, my manners is... It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. 100% Emmerich vibes. I miss my boy. Shit, no, not what I wanted. I'm Scully. Fable. Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's alright. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually none taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Usually, but hardly anything is usual these days. I mean, the stars fell from the sky, skeletons might as well speak. There are stranger things in this world. There surely are. Like your drinks, Innkeep. That one really gurgled in my bones. Sure. So you already tried one? Indeed. Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, Innkeep? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds, or they'll give up immediately. Of course. She wants something swift. Yep, she wants her usual. She wants her usual. That's not what I wanted. I want peaceful. And the rest is swift. Boom. Bop. Pow. I hope this tastes refined enough. This is perfect. You know, just what I need, Innkeep. See what I mean? I do have some choices at what I say. Sure. I don't want... I don't know what to do without your tavern. Plant zucchini? Probably. So, do you think your farm work will be done soon? Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out. I do, but I think the sooner everyone gets back to normal life, the better. Do you perhaps need a hand? I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences. Sure, I could use some help carrying a few things over to Tarragon. My treehouse is just around the corner. Splendid! Sounds like quite useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge. Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you. What do you have for me, Fable? Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, so I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them. Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. Infusion unlocked, honey flower. So you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly, I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful! In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mixing. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. Another recipe for snow! Do you store it under your hat? Of course. Where else would I keep it? Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. It is a rather tall hat. You could store many a thing in there. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then with Fable. But I'll be back, should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't. I'm just joking around. I hope. I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Stop doing that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose. Yay. Sunset. Look at him! Look at him with his cloak. He looks so regal and fancy. That I was able to witness such rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate. You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust be my least favorite of them. Ruins lots of hard work. Does it now? Yep. Makes everything porous. Why do you still have the jelly? What is he just your companion for life? And how has he not eaten you? I have questions. Also, I love your nail polish. Where'd your nail polish go? Yep, makes everything porous. Oh. Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear innkeeper, how has your day been? Can't complain. Had some interesting customers today. Ah, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Distinguished, yeah. Gentleman, don't know. He is a gentleman? You take that back. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. Rhea wants to fight me. With both hands. What makes you a gentleman? Manners. He has those! He was quite polite, I recall, greeted me with a tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks like the clock in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Rhea's face is like, bitch, what'd you do? Say, innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. We have not read the letter. I want to read the letter. Let me read it. Tragic, I always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me. Something to make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling. Of course. We'll do the defense. Oh, this is the new one. Oh, it's got defense. Let's fucking do it. But we'll definitely need something that will help. This does increase charisma and speed. Let's try it with it first. We can always experiment, you know? It doesn't hurt to experiment. If it doesn't work, Andu gets the drink instead. I can word sometimes. Okay, now we need 3 defense. And then we need 1 more in swift. Click. I got it. Now that's what I'm talking about. A gift of the Grey Dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had my doubts about you, Innkeep, but I must say, you know your job. So how was the day been for the two of you? The usual. Splendid. It was my first day in centuries out under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Rhea and I took a day trip to the capital since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Agreed. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid it almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Baruvia next? This game is not fooling anybody. Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I helped get your cape so ye can attend that fancy Baruvian vampire banquet and I get me gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? No. What about me material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer, though? Fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. Rhea's gonna kill you. I've got my cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, Innkeep, what if you thought of a new drink? Ooh, we get another new drink. One that would taste just as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight felt on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind. Ah, wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in sunlight as well. Do you know how she is doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should. The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is. Kyle, you've stolen her, your cape. Do you think she'll greet you in open arms? You know what I'd do if my husband stole me hammer? What? Take it and smash all that he holds dear. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh, maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask, oh, my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down, and I wouldn't to this day. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well? Yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all. Maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her even more looking towards the mountain peak, knowing she's merely a gasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now. Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? New character information. New info. Oh, so it does make sense. The page was not full, so that makes sense. The curse of being a vampire is outliving pretty much anyone you'll ever meet. So it's not surprising that Kyle seems to find his seems to fight with abandonment issues. He has seen a few people die of old age after all. Nonetheless, he is still very attentive to others, perhaps to cherish the time he has left with them. Oh. Something strong, please, dear innkeeper, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Oh. Okay. Well, the new one's not strong, but the sailor's courage is. We haven't made that drink yet. Oh, okay, so we need a few things. We need some fight. We need some charisma. That might be difficult. Let's try it with the pine cone first. So, we need 2 more. We're good there. We need a charisma. No, I don't want a southern brother. And then we need 1 more. Aha, so I can make a sailor's courage that way. Good to know. I like how it's an arm. And abs. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps? It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper. Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day, hmm? Right. I suppose I wasn't done yet. Where was I? Your trip to the capital? Busy streets, bustling with people. Roots! Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had a chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I've told ye. Rumor has it these are the roots of the Aether Tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ah, yes, a very good defense plan indeed. What is wood going to do to protect a city? A city is protected with stone. Oh. I was never very involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh. Oh? We also met the lovely Seraph again. How are her investigations coming along? Very well, she seems eager and determined. A detective spirit. Believe the lass made her way to Dalwell. She seemed to be onto something. I can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Rhea, can we go to town and check out the antiques dealer? Alright, why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old times. Very well then. But you won't munch on shopkeep, will ya? Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Ooh, new friend! Puppies! Well met, adventurer. She's covered in tattoos, got a cool top, got matching blue hair highlights, got puppies! Do my eyes deceive me? Minth in the flesh? Hello, darling innkeeper. It's good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Must be hitting that 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Ah, you know how I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. Fucking Faye! I'm well aware. Good that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you, I couldn't be more grateful. I want to let me pet the babies. Do cute service beasts still get a discount here? Always. So, what's brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt. No, I generally prefer something more moist. Heh, not the word I'd have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my taste. Ooh, someone's talking about me. It's very rude. And here I thought I would get to at least enjoy the recent downpour. But no. The stuff that came pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. Thank you. But I'm glad you see that your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Thank you for the hydrate. Admittedly, the journey was quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. I did not realize wheelchair. You're in a wheelchair? The scenery has always... Is that why you have the doggies so they can help you? There's just babies. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not endanger myself and my sweet service beast. They're service beasts. I love them. You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear the recent events have made it worse. Oh well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda's stars is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. Faye! I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestone would do wonders for many people like me. But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really? Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the loathsome lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting, then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided on to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you for something, innkeeper. A good drink? No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes? Ah, of course. I finished devouring the manuscript almost as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. Since it's been so long since I definitely got done with that. Lovely. I'm glad I have such a reliable friend to proofread my work. Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it? If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. I totally lost it. It's in one of these. There's a lot of books here. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey. I'll do my best. Ooh, I think that new one was a mind one, right? Yes, the Peak Sunrise. All right, we need something with knowledge and swift. Swift and knowledge. That has swift and knowledge. Sparkle shiny. So it does need one charisma. Here you go, baby. Thirsty boy. All right, and then this one needs one more swift. And it needs 2 more knowledge. Boom. And we have a Peaks Sunrise. It's a fun glass. I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Ah, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Are you a writer? Manuscript, that makes sense. Let me note this down real quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy your mixology no matter what you put in front of me, I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript. You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century whilst my library came to be? Certainly. It should be just below this pile. No, wait, I must have put it over there, actually. Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in about 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, innkeeper. Likewise, Minth. Have a safe and pearlful journey. Heh, I'll try. Did it explain who she is at all? It sure fucking didn't. That's not fair. Dots. 7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right? New quest! Oh, shit! I don't think I have enough information because I know that this is tied to the star shit, but habit is wrapped in roots, protected by a divine. Yeah, that's Aether Tree, Grand Greatsword once belonged to her grandmother, allegedly as a gift from the dragons themselves. Very impressive if true. So for the animal, there are lots of animals. Oh, I hate you. A scandal in Zoford. The lively port city of Zoford is known not only for its docks, but also for its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. The familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are now nowhere to be found. But it's a big city. There must be someone who knows something. Could their disappearance be related to the tale of the sea witch who cursed Zoford's docks? Da 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 da. Alrighty. I think, especially since it's already 8:30, I don't think I can get through another section in just 30 minutes, and I am already very tired. It was a very long Monday. So we're gonna save the game. And then we are going to end it here for the night. Because I am the tired. I'm the very tired. I don't want to be the tired, but I am the tired. I'm very tired. But we are going to continue our Monday words of affirmation that we started when we started Tavern Talk. And yes, we already got some very good stuff already within the game. But here is just a little snippet for y'all. Let go of the past with nothing but thanks for the lessons learned. Let it go. Everything is can be a lesson. Be it good or bad, a lesson nonetheless. Besides that, probably will not be streaming again this Saturday. I'm going to dinner with friends, and I don't know how long that'll take or how long we will be chilling. If we are not chilling for super long, then stream. So stream maybe Saturday. Stream maybe. We'll go stream maybe adjacent. But I want to put it out there that it might not happen. And then stream will still have this stream on Monday. That is all I have for right now. And obviously D on Sunday. We played a one-shot last night. Super fun. We got to be kobolds and be chaotic. It was great. But we'll be back to our usual D&D campaign next week, and we'll see what happens and if we'll finally run into the butcher. Anyway, that's all for now. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Take care of yourselves, drink water, know that you are loved and appreciated, and have a very wonderful night. Bye-bye.